How's it going, everybody? This one is going to be a little bit different video. Stop using pain resonance. It is not good anymore. I see a bunch of killers using pain resonance and it's not good. But Rilla, it's so good. Have you read it? Yeah, I have. Have you read it since they changed it? So, pain resonance, if you don't know, it's from the artist. At the start of the trial, 4 random hooks are changed into scorch hooks. You see their auras in white. You start the trial with 4 tokens, 1 for each survivor. If a generator is available and the survivor is hooked on a scorch hook, lose 1 token. Generator with the most progress explodes, instantly losing 20% progress and will start to regress. Once you have no tokens, pain resonance deactivates for the rest of the trial. So, if you're wondering what I mean by how is it bad, you get 4 tokens, 1 for each survivor. If you hook those 4 survivors, the perk deactivates. But it's good, you don't have to damage a gen. Well, listen, there is so many other perks that are better than this one. And I'm not saying this because it's annoying to play against. I'm saying it because I want to help people build. This perk isn't good. I see so many killers wasting a perk slot on this perk. Like, yeah, okay, you hook 4 people, but you have to hook 4 people. Sometimes you'll be playing against sweats that flashlight you, or just not tunnel you, that's what, or just run you around shack and all this, but not me, because you've seen my videos. But it's just like, there's so many other perks out there that you can use, and yeah, I always say all the time, make a build that's good when it works with the perk, but this perk isn't as good as people say it is. Here's some other perks. When you oppression, it's from the twins. When you damage a generator, 3 other random perks begin regressing. 3 other perks. And yeah, it has a 40-second cooldown. Plus, if the affected generators are being repaired, any survivors repairing them will receive a difficult skill check. Like, you get to damage 3 other perks. This one is hooking 1 survivor and 1 generator loses 20%. Like, okay, you took 1 generator, but this one you damage 1 gen and 3 other random ones start to regress. That's crazy. And if you want to run oppression, you can run it with surveillance. Surveillance shows you the auras of all regressing perks, which is the pig perk. That's not surveillance. Oh, come on, game. Surveillance. Surveillance unlocks potential once reading ability. Any regression gen will be highlighted by a white aura. If the regression is interrupted, it'll be highlighted in yellow. Noises created by general repairs are audible at an additional 8 meters. So running oppression, you damage 3 of those gens, you can see each one of those gens in a white aura. And if it glows yellow, you can see who is on that gen. That combo is better than this perk alone. And then you got Surge. Putting a survivor into a dying state with a basic attack causing all generators in a 32-meter radius to explode and instantly regressing. Generators affected by Surge immediately lose 8% of their progress. That's already better than pain resonance. Pain resonance is bad. I don't hate the perk. I'm tired of seeing killers that I play against, like I said, wasting a perk slot on a perk that is just garbage. It's just terrible. Stop using pain res. It doesn't bother me that my gen explodes. I want to see people do better, and that's why I make my build videos. It's like, yeah, there's meta builds. People do, finesse, windows of opportunity. Okay, that's cool, but why would you want to sweat your ass off using the same perk for the same 50 matches? When there's like 100 perks in the game that you can make. Yeah, I know typical blast mine and champion of light is good, but it's so fun. I like running Blast Mine, Champion of Light, lightweight, and light-footed. My footsteps are silent, and my scratch marks are barely there. And another one that's better is Hex Rune. It's already better than Pain Res. Hex Rune, all generators are affected by Hex Rune, and while a generator is not being repaired by a survivor, it will immediately and automatically regress repair progress at 100% of the normal regression speed. That's already better. And be like, oh, once it goes away, yeah, okay, you can use Undying with Throw of the Hunt. And if you don't want to run a Hex build, then you don't have to. the game has so many perks that are just too good to just ignore. There is so many other perks too that are just good. Gen regress. Like you got Trail of Torment. After you damage a gen, you get undetectable, and this stays on the gen. It doesn't make the gen go down, and you can use Pop Goes. You can use Undone. Undone's kind of trash though, but you would have to run this with a healing build, and I'll try to get that one to work. You can run Eruption. Eruption with Oppression is good too. You kick like 4 gens and then you knock somebody down, and then they just boof, boof, boof. They explode and losing 10% worth of the progress, and it starts to regress. And then if any survivors repairing a generator when it explodes, they'll scream and reveal your aura for 10 seconds. Like, yeah, it has a 30-second cooldown, but it is so good. This is only T1. T3 has... You're probably wondering, oh, you barely play. No, I play this game a lot. And I look into this game, and I believe this is his perk. Do I only have a T1? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so reveal the aura for 12 seconds and eruption is cooldown of 30. It's still 30, but it's still good. It's still better than pain resonance. Fucking already forgot the name. Like, there's so many perks. This is the game. Let's say Call of Brine is good too. After jamming generator, the generator regress is at 125% of the normal regression speed, and you can see his aura in yellow. Like, Undone. It's kind of mediocre, like I said, but you can use it for Chlorophobia aura build with, what's that perk called? The new perk, Houndmaster. Or here, no quarter. If the healing progress, you can use it with that. There's so many other good perks in this game that just are so good, but people use the same 4 ones. Like, I bet I can make you a better build right now with one of these perks. Ready? Watch this. One build that can just change everything already. You could use Impression. I wouldn't use Pentimento. Let's see. Surveillance. I would type it in, but yeah, surveillance. Let's go with Merciless. And then, nope, that's not Mindbreaker. I don't have, oh, Mindbreaker. Boom. It's already better than Pain Res already. Because you got Oppression, like I said, you damage 3 gens, they all glow white from this. This makes it so that they can't see auras and they get exhausted while on the gen, and Merciless gives them a hard skill check. So if they miss that, it's boom, you know what gen they're working on. It's just, there's so much stuff you can do with perks in this game. It just annoys me that people don't. Why does it annoy me? Because there's so much potential here. A lot of people just, like, coming from me, a lot of people just don't read. I don't read sometimes. I'm just like, oh, I wonder what this does, coup de grace. And that's a fun thing to build, because I tried making, like, coup de grace Michael Tombstone, but it doesn't work because you have to grab them initially, so you can't just dash across the map and then grab them. There's so many perks in this game that are just so good. And if you've seen my videos, you know that everything is just isn't, perks aren't just meta. I don't know how to explain it. Some perks are like, oh, this is S tier perk, but there's other perk builds you can build. And you can say, oh, but everybody uses this and wins with this. It all depends on you. It doesn't depend on that person. It's the same with my builds. I make builds because I want people to be like, whoa, that actually works. Yeah, it does. But it also depends on who you play, how good you are at killer. I can make a beginner guide for DBD if you guys want me to, or I might just make it just because a lot of people don't know how to play and don't know the basics or tunneling and all this stuff like that. I mean, tunneling is fine, It's all fine. And yeah, you'll piss people off, but it's whatever. It's just the game. Like, yeah, okay, I got tunneled this game. Well, what the fuck? But just go move. If you die, move on to the next game. It's not that big of a deal. The game happened. It's just that simple. But this has been my rant. Not really rant, but just stop using pain res. It's not as good as people think it is. The tokens and the perk getting disabled sucks. And yes, argument can be, but so do hex runes. But why would you want to waste a perk slot, which a regression only 20% of one gen, when you can use other perks that regress multiple gens or one gen but with more regression? It's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. Anyways, my name is RillaKurai, and I hope you like this video. I will be uploading more DBD content in the future, and weekly, daily, no, daily, nightly, never so delayly. And hope to see you all in the next episode. Peace.